Hey everybody, so this tutorial is going to walk you through how to navigate Actively Learn. We're going to talk about the different elements of it, how to import a text and white out different portions and add a question.
And how to import a class from Google Classroom.
Absolutely. So this first page is your home page, which we're going to come back to in a moment. But this tab here, Professional Learning, is what you're going to want to check out. It's going to walk you through how to activate students' thinking by asking higher order questions, facilitating discussion, encouraging strategic annotation, modeling close reading. There's options to help support this thinking of your students and to reveal their thinking. And each of those elements has a little lesson. You're able to try it before you actually implement it, and you can demonstrate it.
Just a really neat tool that Actively Learn offers.
Mm-hmm. So you can find all of the text that they already have under content. You're able to look for different content areas. So they have science and social studies in addition to English language arts. You're able to search texts based on grade level, based on Lexile level, and based on the particular standards that you are going to teach.
And now that we've actually just done the brief introduction of Actively Learn, I know that we participated in this professional development. We're going to show you how to import a class from Google Classroom.
So on the left-hand side, you can see I've already imported my Google Classes. So I'm going to add a new class. And I'm going to import courses from Google Classroom. And the one that I'm going to add this time is distance learning, and the grade level is going to be adult learners. I'm going to import that, and you'll notice there is only one student. So the student will need to create an account by simply clicking the Google button on the website. So I recommend sharing this website with your students and then having them log in with Google.
After we talk about setting up an assignment and showing you a little more information about importing materials, we will actually add a part at the end of the video of what it looks like from the Google Classroom side, so from the student side.
So now I'm going to show you how to import a web article in this case. You are able to import other content, but we're going to import this article. So if you noticed on the top navigation bar, there is a tab called My Imports, and there's options for different types of material. So we're going to do import an internet article, which I pulled up here. So I'm going to copy that and paste it here. And then it comes with the title and the author, which if we wanted to cite our source, I believe the author, okay, so John Larmer. Oops. Give him credit.
We're going to yell it.
Yep. And the content type in this case is informational.
It's loading.
So now the article is in this Actively Learn site. You can add directions for your students, so you can tell them what they need to do, and you can also add objectives. So by the end of the text, you will be able to, whatever your objective is. The extra help summary is something that will be applied to students that you have identified as possibly needing extra help. So this summary would only be visible to those students. And then you can also add a pre-reading question before they begin if you wanted to activate prior knowledge or get them thinking about what they're going to read. You're able to select a standard related to the question. You can make it multiple choice or you can make it a poll question.
Notice how when you are in the Actively Learn platform, you don't have all of the ads that you see if you were to be looking up this article on the actual website. So that's really nice too.
So two of the elements that we want to focus on are whiting out pieces of the article and adding a question. So maybe the article or story you're having your students read, there's just a piece that doesn't fit in, it's too much, too complex, whatever reason, you highlight the section that you want to be whited out, and then it's erased so they are not able to see it. The other thing is adding a question. So down here at the bottom of the article, they list different at-home projects. So perhaps you want to add a question that you want your students to answer. So you highlight part of the text and you click Insert Question. And in this case, it is going to be a short answer question. And we can pick a standard and then type our question here. So our question is going to be, I'm still yelling.
Still yelling.
What at-home projects could you have your students do?
Perfect.
And then there are options. You can add another standard, you can add a depth of knowledge level, add media, and then extra help. So the extra help is if for those same students that you want to add a little more support as they read, you could add advice for how to answer the question, give them other ideas, and then only those students that you have identified in the class on Actively Learn as needing extra help will see that. And then you save, and they're able to click on it and answer it. So in addition to adding questions that students will see as they read, you also have the option to insert a note. So that's your own commentary or something you want the students to know as they read. You can insert an additional link as well. So now that we have shown the teacher side of Actively Learn, we're going to switch over to the student side so you can see what your students will see and interact with as they read your assignments.
So now we're going to check out the distance learning classroom in Google Classroom. So this is me as the student, Amanda, looking at my Google Classroom. And this assignment was posted connecting to Actively Learn. So it's going to have you sign in.
An important thing to remember, though, we realized that as the teacher, when you assign it, it gets posted as a draft on your end of Google Classroom first. So you have to go back to Google Classroom and then assign it to the class in order for the students to see it.
Right. It automatically saves it in Google Classroom, but it saves as a draft. So you have the opportunity to edit the assignment and add directions and change like that. So we log in through Google, and we're going to put in my site. Oh, okay. There we go. And once you open Actively Learn, it brings you straight to the assignment here. If we go back to the home page here, this is my class in distance learning, or my view of Miss Bob's class. And it says I have one unanswered question. So that is where the students can go in and start reading and answer the questions and interact with all of the things that you have put in on your assignments. And so notice that this whole article doesn't have a question until the very bottom. So if you wanted them to answer more questions or maybe read a little slower, you could add more questions to the top. And then remember, students cannot go any further in the reading until they have answered the questions. And as a student, remember that I can go back and let's say that I don't know a word. I don't know supervisor. I want to know what that means. So I can highlight, take a note, I can hear it, and I can define it. So off on the side, they will tell me what a supervisor is. So that is just a little bit of a look at the student side. And, as you know, this tool is new for a lot of us. I know there are some people that are really excited about exploring it. So, make it your own, make it what will work for your students.
Mm-hmm. If you explore the settings and all of the content, there are ways to set this up to work and for you and your students so that you can reach all of your learners and engage them with any text that you want them to read.
As always, let us know if you have any questions or if you have anything else you would like us to explore a little bit more, and we would be happy to help you. So good luck and thanks for watching.